Hello, hockey fans, and welcome back to UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. For this morning's game between the 2010 Pittsburgh Penguins Elite and the 2009 Victory Honda. Victory Honda comes to you from Detroit, Michigan. And they'll play up an age bracket here as we get ready to rock and roll. The Pens are going to start the line of Brody Carter, Luca Filiaggi, Cameron Evans with Jake Starr and Tino Villela, the defense. For your Penguins will be number 29, Preston Clutter. We're underway here from UPMC. A tie-up on the draw. Finally one back to the Victory defense. He tries to play it up. It's intercepted by Evans, and he gets into the Victory zone. On the right wing side, it's to Filiaggi. He plays it across for Villela. Tops over his stick. He wins the race to the puck and plays it to Brody Carter. Carter plays it in behind the net for Evans. He'll go to work back there. But out come the Victory defenseman. He's tied up by Filiaggi in a corner, and we'll have a battle in the corner. And a breakout from Victory, and they've got a 2-on-1. Brody Carter and Jake Starr on the back check, able to make it a 3-on-3. And it'll be Filiaggi getting to the puck in the corner. Played in behind by Victory. Villela will chase it down. He's hounded there. He works it up to Brody Carter. Carter looks cross-ice for Filiaggi at the blue line. He's able to clear the zone and get it back towards the Victory end. Pens looking to complete a line change as they've got Brady Paris and Bo Ritson on. Evans will finish the line change, and here in a second, we'll get Jack Reel out at center. Osteride and Starr still out on defense. He plays it up for Ritson. Ritson gains the offensive zone. He's pressured from behind, and Victory takes it over, plays it up to center. Turning with it there, Osteride will gain control in his own end. Looks and finds Ritson. Ritson curls around a defender and finds Paris. Shot just wide by Paris, and he'll look to get a change. Now it's Ritson to the puck, but Victory wins that battle and plays it out to center ice, where Jack Reel will make an attempt in the Victory end. Julius and Ritson keeping it in briefly. Finally, Victory looks to break out. It comes back to the defenseman, Julius. He spins out of trouble and looks to play it to Brody Carter. It'll come ultimately to Merlot. Merlot for Reel. Reel tries to step around the defender. It's taken behind by Victory. Played over to the wall for Carter. Carter and Filiaggi working in the corner. I believe the Pens are without Carter Shube. We've got a high stick in the Victory end. So Carter Shube not in the game today. I believe he's playing in the Super Bowl, so hopefully they're able to tune in and listen and watch, but I believe he's got a football Super Bowl today, so good luck in that one to Peters Township and Carter Shube. So the Pens will have two forward lines here. Played back to the point man, Starr, his shot, rebound out front, it's Evans looking, he finds, I believe that's Filiaggi. So face off one back to Jake Starr, who fires a shot. Evans gets to the first rebound and later plays it. Rebound stop, but the second rebound he's able to tap out to the stick of Filiaggi, who I believe was the goal scorer on that one. And the Pens take a 1-0 lead. Evans wins another draw, back to Villela. He'll take it into the safety behind his own cage and work it to Filiaggi. He's up off the wall looking for Evans. That's cut off, but not until it gets out to center ice. And back comes Victory Honda. They work it into the Pens end. It'll be Jake Starr in behind his own net, pressured by two Victory players, able to work it to Villela. Villela for Filiaggi. Filiaggi looks for Evans. He toe picks at the blue line, but plays it forward to the Victory blue line. Played back up by Victory to Starr. Starr for Filiaggi. Filiaggi into the offensive zone. A couple Pens changing behind. Filiaggi pressured on the right wing side. In the corner, it's worked up to Starr. He keeps it in at the point. Works it deeper. We'll have Real go in after it. He waves at the puck. It comes back to the stick of Starr. He fires one towards the net. Unable to get it the whole way through and played back out. It'll be a foot race with Victory Honda and Ofterhide. Ofterhide gets there to break the play up. The Victory player does end up with the puck and fires a backhand blocked out front. And we'll have Jack Real coming through center. He's pressured from behind and the puck taken by Victory. He regains in the corner, plays it up to Ofterhide at the point. His shot just a bit outside. Puck cut off by Julius, worked back to the stick of Real. Real shot stopped by Victory. Played in behind the net by the Honda defenseman. Battle in the corner. It's Paris coming out with it. It was Paris and Ritson in the corner. Played back to the point. And it looks like Victory will be able to gain the neutral zone where it's taken by Paris. Paris plays it up for Ritson. He delays. Tries to knock the puck out of midair. Ultimately, a battle ensuing here. And played into the Penguin end behind the net for Villela. Clutter was out to try to play it. Didn't quite get to him, I don't think. Played by Brody Carter on the wall. Pens unable to exit the zone. Shot comes in from the right side of the Penguin end. Stopped by Clutter, picked up by Merlot. Merlot will break out to Ritson. Ritson at the end of a long shift here. Cut off by a Victory defenseman, and they come back the other direction. Around Merlot. Around Villela, but there's Evans. Evans back to the point. Misplay by the Victory defenseman. He's got Filiaggi with him. A 2-on-1. Plays it over for Filiaggi. That shot stopped nicely by the Victory netminder. A nice 2-on-1 play there for the Pens. Pens complete their line change. Getting Paris out. And he's into the offensive zone. He looks for Filiaggi. Filiaggi pressured from behind. He's hooked. And we'll get a power play here. It's not legal on Liberty Avenue. It's not legal on an ice hockey rink. It'll be 2 for hooking. And your Penguins will go to the first push of Pittsburgh power play. It'll be Real, Paris, and Ritson with Ofterhide and Starr. Real wins the draw to Starr. Starr plays it in behind the net looking for Ritson. Ritson delays going into the corner. Pressures the puck and is able to come out with it for Paris. Paris turning for Real. Poked off his stick and back come Victory Honda. The CRVs enter the Penguins' end short-handed and fire one from outside. It'll be Jake Starr curling with it behind his own net. He looks up and finds Ritson. It's off his stick into the Victory end. Not far enough for icing. In behind the cage goes Victory. They get it out past Julius at the blue line. Ritson back checks the puck. and is able to make it an even rush, and the Pens will get control. It's Julius. Julius looking for Real. It's off his skate and stick, but he's into the offensive zone. Curling behind the net. Looking. He stops at the half wall and plays it deeper for Brody Carter. Brody Carter plays it up the wall, looking for Merlot, finds Real at center. He'll dump it in and get a change, finishing the Penguins' change. About a minute and 15 into the power play, 45 seconds to play. 7:44 to play in the period. As Victory works it back to center ice, it'll be David Merlot for Villela. Villela finds a streaking Evans who's got half a step. He tries to get it to the backhand. He's pressured there and unable to reach it was Filiaggi. But he comes up with it on the half wall, works it to Brody Carter. He's around one, finds Evans. He's unable to stuff it in the cage. And back come Victory Honda up the left wing side. Villela there to break the play up, and it comes to Filiaggi. Filiaggi and Evans work on the wall. Filiaggi gets it through to Evans. Evans has Carter. He looks for him. It's behind him off a Victory defender. In behind the net goes Brody Carter. Carter's pressure works it to Evans, and it trickles free to Ritson off the bench. Power play over for the Penguins, and back come Victory Honda with a stretch pass. Cut off by Ofteride, and he's into the Victory end, 3-on-3. Possessing in the corner, coming in behind the net. Fires a backhander, stopped and covered by the Victory netminder. And it's 1-0 Pens with 6:30 to play in period number 1. Victory Honda in their white jerseys with blue shoulders and light blue, dark blue striping. Victory Honda across the chest. Blue pants with blue and white stripes. White socks with the dual colored blue striping. And blue helmets. Your Penguins are in their black jerseys with the gold penguin emblazoned on the crest. Gold striping, black pants with gold stripes, black socks with gold stripes, and those iconic gold Pens Elite helmets. It'll be Bo Ritson looking to gain the zone. He's offsides. Well, the delay offsides. Not typically played that way. A shot in from Victory, gobbled up by Clutter. So it looks like delayed offsides here in this one. It'll be an offensive zone draw for your Pens. They just play delayed offsides. Not usually. It'll be the Evans, Carter, Filiaggi line with Merlot and I believe Villela, the defenseman. Evans comes away with it, chips it to Filiaggi. He's unable to exit the zone, and Evans will try. He chips it out to center, where it'll be collected by Victory. They play it back into the Victory end. Taken behind by Merlot. He throws it in behind the net, picked off by Victory. They try to center. Unsuccessfully, it'll be in the half-wall battle there by Villela and Carter. Played in behind by Victor. Comes around to Filiaggi. He'll look to exit. He finds Evans. Evans up through center. Approached by 3 Victory players. He's bodied in the corner, but is able to work it to Filiaggi. Evans finds Carter. Carter looking for the back of the cage. Rebounds, popped out front, battled for, and finally comes away with it as Victory. Filiaggi to Evans behind the net. Evans finds Carter, and mayhem ensues. This shot from the point puts it back in danger for Victory Honda, but they're able to clear again. Pressure coming from Filiaggi. Victory able to shoot it the whole way down. Clutter holds it up behind the net nicely for Starr. He plays it up, but no further than a Victory forward who's in on the forecheck. In the corner, turning it back to the point man. Pressured there by Ritson. A point shot sent wide, and it'll be Parrish to collect it. Parrish for Real. Real reaching, unable to get control, and it'll be Ofterhide's turn. Ofterhide through center around 2 players. Turns off the wall and finds Jack Real swooping through center ice. He approaches the offensive zone, goes around a defender, carries in behind. He comes from behind looking for Ofterhide. It's off his stick and out the center. Ofterhide will collect it, turning it his own blue line and playing it up. Oh, he was just laid out, no call. Ritson's into the zone. He finds Real. Real finds Paris, unable to get one through. But it'll be Ritson back with the puck. Shot comes in, stopped by Victory Honda, cleared up and out of the zone, where Merlot will win a battle and a race for it. He works at the Real. Real turns at center, nobody behind. He's hauled down on the play, and we'll have another Porsche Pittsburgh power play on a trip. Player just dived at Jack Real's feet. Jack Real able to draw the power play. And we'll head back to the Porsche Pittsburgh power play with 3:22 to play in period number 1. The Pens lead 1-0, a goal off the stick of Luca Filiaggi. Power play unit: Evans, Filiaggi, Carter, with Julius and Merlot the D. Julius fires it in offsides, and we'll have a neutral zone draw. Offensive or neutral zone face-off to come here. Minute 51 on the Penguins power play. Evans wins the draw to Filiaggi. It's back for Starr. He'll look to get it back to Filiaggi on the right side. He's cut off there, and we'll go back to Jake Starr again. He finds Evans curling through center, who's able to hit Brody Carter off his stick to Filiaggi into the right wing corner. Filiaggi turns with it there, looks to possess, comes off the wall nicely. He's pressured by Victory Honda, who's able to clear it all the way down the ice. They will not call icing. It'll be Villela back to get it. He plays it around for Starr. Starr up for Filiaggi. Filiaggi able to exit the zone, but it's taken there by Victory, and back in they come, shorthanded. To the left wing side, played in on net. Flutter puts that in a corner nicely. Then it's gathered in by Starr. He'll come up through center. Oh, look to come up through center. He passes it behind Brody Carter, who looks to chase it down. 53 seconds to play on the power play. Starr at center ice, working his way in, fires a shot from outside. Stopped nicely by the Victory goaltender. Comes to Ritson, though. Ritson finds Paris. Paris finds Starr, who shoots one just wide. It's Real to the puck. He looks for Jake Starr. It's past his reach and out to center ice. The Pens will regroup. Jake looks to go from the right to the left side. It's picked off and a shot up high and over the cage by Victory Honda. It'll be Starr finding Real. Real into the offensive zone with speed. He looks to curl, and I think he was trying to center for Ritson there. Unable to get it through. Comes in behind, finds Ofterhide. His shot stopped by the pad of the Victory netminder. Pressure from Ritson kept in the blue line by Paris, but only briefly as Victory comes out and the power play ends. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Ofterhide to Paris. Paris looks for Ritson. It's into the Victory end. It'll be Jack Real in after it. He gets into the corner, but out comes Victory no further than Ritson. Ritson looks for Real. But Victory able to get control and clear it the whole way down. We'll have an ice. 57 seconds to play here in period number 1. The Pens lead 1-0. Evans, Filiaggi, and Carter, your forwards for the last shift here. Victory wins the draw into the right wing corner. It's cleared around, but no further than Villela. He plays it for Carter. Pressure from Evans. He'll come out with the puck. He's to his backhand, tries to pull to his forehand, cut off there. Dumped in front was a Penguin. And out come Victory Honda to center, pressured from Merlot. Into the Penguins' end come Victory Honda. They fire one just wide of the net. On the blocker side, puck worked up to the point. That shot blocked out front by Merlot and sent to a corner for Villela. He looks to start the breakout for Brody Carter. It'll be Evans cutting onto it. He finds Filiaggi at center with speed. He's one-on-one into the zone. Curls around to the right, looks to shoot. Has it on his backhand, plays it for Brody Carter on the left side of the net. He's unable to get one on, and back come Victory Honda. That horn will signify the end of period number 1, a 1-0 Pens Elite lead. We got DJ Riley Edwards spinning the tunes today in the sin bin. We'll toss 15 minutes on the clock. Flip the period to number 2 and go back to battle here. A 1-0 Pens Elite lead over the 09 Victory Honda. The battling Honda pilots. The Pens will roll out the real Paris Ritson line with Ofteride and Star, your defense pair. And we're back underway. Victory wins the draw. From left wing to right wing, they're into the Penguins' end. He fires a backhander across crease. That shot goes just over the Pens' net. And it'll be Star battling on the wall. He's unable to come out with it. Victory with some pressure here. Looks to fire one short side. That goes wide now to the point man. Point shot blocked by Paris. Cycling to the puck is Ofteride. He plays one dangerously to the middle, where Victory is able to spin a shot just wide of the net. Played back to the point. A shot in from the point. No deflection. And Star will take it from behind. He works it to the wall for Ritson. Off Ritson's skate. Centering pass. No one home for Victory. It'll be Brady Paris to the puck. Paris up the left wing side out of the Penguins' end. Finds Ritson on the right. He looks for Real cutting through the middle. It pops free to Paris. Paris finds Ritson off his stick. And it'll be Real to Julius. Julius is shot on net. Ritson in front looking for a rebound, but that rebound gobbled up by the Honda netminder. Pens will get a line change here. And an offensive zone faceoff. Carter, Evans, Filiaggi, Villela, and Julius. Year 5 for the Pens Elite. Evans wins the draw into the corner, unable to get that centering pass through to Carter, picked off by Victory, but no further than Villela at the point. He steps in to the left wing corner. Battle in the corner. Filiaggi in to help. Pops free. Evans unable to get control, and back come the Honda pilots into the Penguins' end. Evans falls down on the back check. Filiaggi pressures. Victory works it up to the point. A shot wide from the point, looking for traffic or a deflection in front. Comes to the right wing corner of the Penguins' end. Played up by the Pens and out by Brody Carter. Streaking up the left wing side. Carries it in. He's got Filiaggi and Evans. And Julius. It's past Filiaggi and just over the stick of Julius. Julius trying to gain control at center, but it's played into the Pens' end by Victory. They retrieve the puck in behind the net. A centering pass fought off by Clutter. And the wraparound attempt stopped by Evans. He works at the Carter. Carter up the left wing side again. Carries around one, gains the blue line, gets it in deep, and the Pens will get a change. Ritson in behind the net, unable to get control. Pressure coming from Real. That'll force the turnover. Battle on the half wall, and out with it comes Victory Honda, but they flip it up over the Penguins bench. And it should be an offensive zone face-off for the Pens. Looks like they're going to put the face-off at center ice. That's a bad call by the officials. Should be an offensive zone draw. The defenseman shooting it over the Penguins bench from his own end. It'll be Real's line. Paris and Ritson getting control in the Victory zone. Spinning off the wall is Ofteride. It's played past the stick of Merlot into the Pens' end where he'll gather. Plays it in behind the net, looking for the breakout to Ofteride. Ofteride on the half wall with Ritson. It'll be Ofteride coming away with it. Plays it nicely off the boards to space for Bo Ritson. Cut off by the Victory defenseman. Down goes Ofteride on the play. Spinning out of it, Real. Pressured by Victory, but Real still has the puck. Unable to gain the offensive zone just yet. He will now after regrouping. He's cut off in the middle of it, and Victory plays it back to center. Jake Starr tries a one-time pass. It comes through his legs, though, and he'll have to regroup in his own end. Snapped up by Starr to Parrish. Parrish cross ice for Ritson. He barrels into the offensive zone and fires one off the foot of a defender. Puck pressure from Ritson. Spinning out of it nicely is a Victory player and off the stick of Evans. Out the center ice where Ritson will turn it, trying to get it deep. Unable to do so, and back come Honda. Victory Honda to the right side of the Penguin zone, pressured from Villela. Centering pass comes through to a Victory player. The stick of Starr gets there, and skating through it is Ritson looking for Parrish. Parrish falls down at center, gets back up, plays it into the Victory end, and the Pens will complete the line change they started earlier. Evans into pressure. His pressure forces a pass, but it's able to get out of the Victory zone to Villela. Villela finds Evans curling in the Victory zone. He snaps one off for Filiaggi, who fires. Stopped by Victory. Comes back to Evans. Evans plays hot potato, playing it over for Brody Carter, who centers. No Penguins home, as both Penguins still behind the net. Filiaggi pressuring. Forces a turnover. Taken by Evans, and now Ofteride. Ofteride at center ice. He falls down. It pops free to a streaking Victory Honda player. Shut down by the pad of Clutter on the breakaway. Played up and past the Victory defenseman at the point. And they'll look to break out from their own end. Pressure coming from Ofteride at center ice. Nobody able to gain real control here until Victory's defenseman snaps it from the right side to the left wing. He's in up the left side. The stick of Merlot defending nicely there. It's tied up briefly, but it comes free to Evans. Evans chips it for Brody Carter. Carter's got Evans on the backside, and they call it offsides at the blue line. A nice give-and-go attempt there, just offsides by the Pens. Pens lead 1-0. We'll have a neutral zone draw. Star and Merlot, the defense pair. For Real, Ritson, and Paris. It's Ritson finding Real. Streaking through center. Drop pass to Brady Paris. Back pressure forces him to lose control, and back come Victory Honda. Pressure from Star. Getting it to Paris. Victory in offsides, and we'll have a whistle there. Another neutral zone draw. This one at the Pens blue line. 8:55 to play in the period. 1-0 Pens lead. Apparently it's going down for Jack Reel. The music selection. It's Jake Starr up the wing. He finds Ritson. Ritson looks to regroup back to Villela, who finds Paris, who finds Reel. Nice puck movement by this unit. Skating through it is Starr. He's got an assist on this one. Fires a backhander. That's stopped and covered out front. And the Pens will have an offensive zone draw. Offensive zone face-off for the Pens lead here. Won by Victory. But cut off by Off-the-Right at the point. He'll step in looking for Filiaggi. It's off his stick and wide. In behind the cage is Filiaggi. He'll have some help from Brody Carter, but out comes Victory. They play it up to the point, no further. Off-the-Right plays it back in. Left wing side. It'll be Filiaggi in after it. Coming to the right side is Victory. They work the breakout pass. It's cut off by a number of Pens and finds the stick of Evans. He finds the glove side of the netminder, who fights that puck off. Victory controls the rebound no further than the point man, Julius, who fires it off of a teammate and into the bench. Offensive zone face-off coming for the Pens. Penguins are going to make a goalie change as well in this one. Bringing in number 1, Big Willie Styles, William Hanner. Pens will have Merlot at center with Ritson and Paris. Looks like the Pens are going to go with 4 defensemen for the second half of the game. Merlot will be the 7th forward for the Pens. Played by Ritson for Merlot, past his stick, and back comes Victory. Into their defensive zone, Jake Starr behind the net. He's bodied off the puck. Gets back up and is able to force it to the half wall. Victory plays it in offsides. Feed from the wing to the point man, gets out of the zone. So Merlot centering Paris and Ritson here with Off-the-Right and Julius your defense. Puck back to Julius off the draw. Works it opposite side for Off-the-Right, who snaps it back. Full ice for Ritson. Picked off by a Victory player as they put it into the Penguins' left wing corner. David Merlot back to get it. He plays it behind the net, cut off by a Victory player who wraps it around for Bo Ritson. He centers it looking for the breakout to Julius. Unable to clear the zone, though, and sent back in by Victory Off-the-Right. For Paris. Paris heads up the left wing side. He's into the Victory zone. Cut off by 2 Victory players, but he maintains possession. Looks up, tries to get one towards the net. It's played into the corner, though. Paris stays on the puck, working it for Ritson. Ritson looking for Paris in behind the net. Paris with the puck. Cut off by Victory as they work the breakout, and they come up through center ice. 2-on-2. Villela gets there, and the Victory players actually run into each other. Played D to D by Villela, and up the left wing side comes Off-the-Right. He's into the Victory zone, cut off by 2 Victory Honda players there. From Evans. Evans turning with it out of the half wall. He's got Reel and Carter with him. Played up by Victory, and they got potentially a 3-on-1. They play it into the Penguins end. Villela will be back to get it. He leaves it for Ofteride, who finds Brody Carter on a nice breakout. It's cut off at the blue line, though. Victory looks to play it deeper. Evans gets there. He throws it into the pile, works its way out to the point man. That shot trickles in on Hanner, and the rebound there. Ooh, rebound stopped by Hanner and then gotten by Villela, who's able to tap it back to Hanner for the cover. We'll have Filiaggi centering Ritson and Merlot with Starr and Julius, your defense. Filiaggi wins it nicely into the corner. Julius there to get it. Tries to run the breakout. It's cut off by Victory and sent in behind the cage. Jake Starr will be there to battle. Reversed by Victory, but right to another battle for Julius. Julius and Filiaggi. Filiaggi coming away with it to the half wall, but turned back by the Victory Honda forward. In behind the net is Filiaggi. He looks for Ritson. Comes off a stick and right to him. Nice breakout play there. He finds Merlot at center. He's into the offensive zone. Poked off his stick, but gathered by Filiaggi, who looks up, finds Ritson. It hops over his stick, but there's Starr. Starr shoots one wide. Ritson in behind the cage. Turns, looks to center. He's knocked down, and it's cleared by Victory. It'll be Jake Starr skating to it in his own end. He looks to break out. Cut off, but gathered in by Julius. He'll carry in behind his own net. He finds Filiaggi. Unable to clear the zone, though. And into the Penguins' end is Victory again. They center one. It pops free in the high slot. A diving attempt, unable to get on net. And back come the Pens. Ritson hit from behind, no call. It'll be Evans in after the puck. Pressure from Reel and Evans, but back come Victory. Pens completing a line change here. Defended nicely by Villela. Skating into the puck is Reel. Reel will take it up the right wing side. He can get around one. He's got some room and does. He's got Paris and Evans with him. Evans drives. He gets the pass from Reel and buries it into the glove hand corner. Jack Reel breaks out of his own zone, comes up the right wing side around one, creates what becomes a 3-on-2. Center drive from Evans. He finds the pass from Reel and buries it for a 2-0 Pens lead. Reel from Evans, Evans from Reel. Not sure who got the stick on it to dislodge it in the Pens zone that Reel could skate into it. And we're into the Victory end, and we'll get a hook. Jack Reel down the right wing side. The Victory defender gets his stick up into the chest area. And with 3:29 to play in the period, the Pens lead will head back to the Porsche of Pittsburgh power play. 0 for 2 on the power play so far. We'll see if we can get one this time. .329 to play in the period. The Pens lead 2-0. Filiaggi at center. Victory wins that faceoff. He's got Merlot and Brody Carter with Starr and Julius the D. Starr around the defender into the Victory zone. Poked off his stick and sent back to center by the Victory defense. Brody Carter takes it there. Loses it briefly and will gather in behind his own net. He breaks out to Starr. Starr with a snap pass to Julius. He's around one defender and he finds Merlot up the right side. Merlot carries into the Victory zone on the power play. Looking to get it to the point. He'll find Starr. Starr will shoot one off the back of Filiaggi. He turns a backhander to the net. Stopped and covered. Offensive zone draw coming now. 1:13 to play, period number 2. The Pens lead 2010s. Lead the Victory Honda 09s 2-0. 2:41 in the period. Penguins still on the power play. Victory has to get that fifth player off there and will. Evans, Paris, and Ritson, your trio up front. Villela and Ofteride, your defense. Pressure from Paris in the corner forces a turnover. He's got it there, works it deeper for Ritson. Ritson pops up, looks to center, unable to get it the whole way through to Evans and cleared down by Victory. It will not be far enough for icing. Played by Hanner to Villela. Villela looks for Ofteride. He snaps one off and finds Evans up through center. Evans flicks it over to Ritson. The Pens are in onsides, pass behind Evans, but he's able to gather it in. He falls in the corner, though. Paris there to help out. Paris comes around the fallen Penguin and carries behind the net. Centering pass for Ritson, broken up by a Victory defenseman. Gathered by Villela and played back to the corner. It'll be Evans gathering it there. And Ritson will come away with it. Taken from him by a Victory defender, but no further than Villela at the point. He'll keep it in deep for Paris. Spins out of the corner. Comes in, shoots one off the side of the cage. Victory really playing the pass there, giving Paris a chance to carry it in and get a good, clean shot. Ofteride picks a pocket at center and finds Paris. Paris up the left wing side this time. Power play over. He plays it for the now fresh off the bench, Filiaggi, who fires one from the top of the circle, gobbled up by the Victory netminder. And an offensive zone draw to come for the Pens Elite. Filiaggi centering Carter and Reel. Star and Julius, your defense. $1:15 to play in the period. Here's the officials discuss the face-off positioning of the Victory center. He'll be tossed out. Calling him for a foot infraction. Puck works to the point for Star. He plays it in, looking for Filiaggi, kept again by Star, this time for Carter. He'll turn it into the Victory end, sending it behind the cage. Filiaggi in after it. Broken up the wall by Victory, cut off there by Julius, and it'll be Filiaggi with the puck. He spins out, finds Julius. Julius looks for Reel. Off Reel stick, in on net. Fought off by the Victory netminder and hopping just over the stick of Carter. Now it's Filiaggi behind the cage. He finds Reel out front. Unable to get the shot off, though, and Victory will look to break the puck out, and does. Victory comes through center. Firing one from the top of the circles, fought off by the chest of Hanner. In behind is Filiaggi. Filiaggi plays it nicely to Carter, who's in up the left side. Reel will actually skate into it. He's around one and looks to go high. Blocker just over the cage there, but he's got it back in behind the net. Played to the stick of Carter. Rebound in front. Cleared by Victory. And they come out to center ice. Up to the left wing corner and dumped in. Victory going for a change as the horn sounds. We'll end period number 2. The Pens add another one, making it 2-0. A Jack Reel pass found Cameron Evans for the 2-0 lead. It'll be Evans, Ritson, and now Julius a forward. Ofteride and Villela, your defense. So I believe they'll move David Merlot back to D here. Puck dribbles in on Hanner, who's able to cover. I believe Merlot will slide back to the D position, swapping with Julius, as the Pens will look to run 7 forwards and 4 defensemen. Evans wins the draw to Ofteride. He's off the wall. Carries in behind his own net. Looks to break it out. Hooked a bit. Down to his knees he goes in a turnover. Flicked back on net by Victory Honda. Gathered in behind by Villela. Cleared up the wall for Ritson. He's cut off by the defenseman. He'll try a second time unsuccessfully. Spinning it to the middle is the Victory Honda, and a shot coming in off the blocker of Hanner. Now it's Ofteride in the corner. Evans will be there to support him. He plays it up the wall for Julius. Chipped by Julius, but off a Victory defenseman. Behind Evans on the breakout, and back comes Victory. A shot just wide there. Played back in on net. Victory really applying the pressure, spending most of this first minute of the third in the Penguins' end. Julius will get it cleared for Ritson. Ritson to Evans. Evans will try to take on a defender. It comes back to Ritson. He tries to find Evans. Cut off. Back comes Victory. Penguins partial away through a change. It'll be Starr and Merlot able to get on, as well as Paris. Ritson and Evans need changes. Merlot from behind his net for Ritson. Ritson bangs one off the wall out the center, where it'll be taken by Victory and sent right back into the Pens' end. The battling Pilots in. Onside, a drop pass off the blocker of Hanner goes the shot from out near the point. Gathered in behind by Starr. He works it up to Paris, and the Pens will get a clean breakout to Ritson. He'll gain the blue line and dump it in. End of a long shift for Ritson there. He'll get the change for real. And a battle in the offensive right wing corner by Filiaggi. Paris comes out with it. Paris to the left wing side. Plays it back in and behind for Filiaggi. It goes past him. And Victory will look to gain control, but Filiaggi and Real there with the pressure. Real comes out from behind the net looking. Possessing nicely, looking for Merlot. It comes off a defenseman, almost right to Filiaggi. Cut off by Victory and out to center. Penn's getting a little pressure now. Starr turns with it in his own end, finds Real. Real winds it up in his defensive zone and gains the center ice. 1-on-3 into the offensive zone. Around 2 players, though. Snipes it short side off the outside of the cage. And back come Victory Honda. Into the left wing corner. To the point to the defenseman who fires a one-timer in off Hanner. Rebound cleared by the Pens, but not out. There it pops free. Making it 2-1 with 11:50 to play. Pens really unable to clear their zone cleanly here at the start of the third. Stopped by the point man. Shot from outside, blocked by a defenseman, but right to the stick of a Victory forward, who's able to get it off of Hanner and trickling just over the line. Victory will be back into the Pens end where Villela will battle and Evans will come out with it. He's 1-on-2. Skates into the Victory zone though, able to get it into the right wing corner, looking for Julius. It pops free to Carter. His backhander stopped He's taken out of the play heavily, and back comes Victory. On the backhand, sent wide. Now it's in to the right wing corner. Pressure from Merlot allows it to pop free to the forward Julius. Evans tied up with a Victory player at center. Both guys go down. It pops free to a Honda player again with a great scoring chance. That stopped by Hanner. The rebound sent up to Brody Carter and out by Dalton Julius. Julius looks for Carter, and the Pens look for a line change. The forwards able to get off for the Penguins. Their first real good change of this third period. Victory will shoot it in behind the Penguin netminder, where it's gathered by Ritson. Oh, he loses control, though. And it pops free to Paris. He's pressured up the wall, stopped by the defenseman. Merlot in a battle there. This one, rebound, sat there and hopped just over the stick of the Victory forward. Penn's able to clear the zone. A shot from outside. Rebound sat there, just popping over the forward's stick. Keeping it 2-1 Pens. Now it's Starr at center. He loses control. Into the Penguins' end comes Victory Honda. Merlot there to cut it off, and it'll be to Paris. Paris for Ritson. Ritson's got a 2-on-1 with Filiaggi. He finds him. Filiaggi's shot stopped by the blocker, and he's into the cage. The netting comes off, and Filiaggi's down. Leg went into the post there, I believe, after the shot. Coach Julius will be out to tend to Luca Filiaggi here. As well as the Penguins trainers. Penguins with a medical team on staff for every game. Ritson was able to find Filiaggi on that 2-on-1. He was able to get the shot off. It was blocked by the blocker of the Victory Honda netminder. Filiaggi able to get up on his own power, making his way to the bench. So a neutral zone draw to come here. Penguins will have Real, Paris, and Ritson, Ofteride, and Villela. Victory Honda wins the draw. Breakout by the defenseman up the left wing side. Cut off nicely by Ritson, played back for Ofteride. Ofteride for Villela. Villela to Paris. Good puck movement from the Pens. Paris skates into Jack Real, who'll end up with the puck winding at center. He tries to go around one, pressure from behind. He's able to get into the left wing side where he finds Paris with a drop pass. Comes off of his stick and cleared out to center. Turning it back into the Victory end is Ofteride. Victory goes D to D. It's off the defenseman's stick and Paris into pressure it. His pressure forces the play up the wall. They are able to clear the zone where Julius gets to it, pops it back into the Victory zone. But it's offside. So Merlot back to forward, Julius back to defense. It'll be Evans, Carter, and Merlot with Starr and Julius. Played up by Starr, but broken out by Victory. Victory into the Pens end, a shot from the top of the circle, gloved by Hanner, and held on. 2-1 Pens lead, 9:01 to play. Evans to take the face-off. Evans wins it to Starr. Starr back for up off the glass nicely for Brody Carter. He's pressured but the Victory player sends it back in offsides. Carter able to get it out over the blue line. The back pressure forced him to lose control, but it went right to a Victory defenseman who sent it back in offsides, and a neutral zone draw to come. Victory forces the faceoff into the Pens end. Pens able to get it out, but no further than the defenseman who plays it in. Brody Carter will try to exit the zone and does, but just for a second. Played back in for Starr. Starr looking for Merlot. He gathers it on the backhand. He looks up and tries to find Evans, who it comes off a Victory forward stick, and it's just offsides. Center ice face-off to come. If that defender doesn't get his stick on that, Evans might be gone. Nice look there. Face-off gathered in by Ritson. He's around one and into the Victory zone. Chips it for the stick of Paris. He overskates, but he'll chase it down in the left wing corner. Now behind the net by the Victory defenseman. He looks to reverse it back to the right wing corner and does. Pressure from Reel forces the turnover. Gathered at center by Ritson. He finds Ofteride. Ofteride finds Paris. Paris in up the left wing. He looks for Reel a little behind him, but he's able to gather it in. Turning with it and looking. He fires off the leg of a defender in front. Paris to the puck, though. Paris in the corner. Works at the Ritson. Ritson looks for Reel. He finds him. His shot just over the cage. Number of nice scoring chances there for the Pens. Fought off by Victory as they come to center. It'll be Villela playing it back into his own end for Ofteride. Ofteride circles behind the cage. Finds Ritson. Ritson looks for Reel. Behind Reel, but he's able to pull it and up to his forehand into the right wing corner. Brody Carter in after it there. The Pens look to pressure. Filiaggi back on the ice. That's good to see. He was down earlier, so nothing serious there. Reel loses control at center, but Starr cuts off the Victory advance. Battle on the wall. It pops free, and back in comes a Victory player. Julius gathers it in his own end, though. He goes in behind the net, playing it across for Starr. Starr finds a Victory forward, though, and Hanner equal to the task. The turnover by the Pens, almost buried in their cage. Starr from the corner turns it over, but Hanner able to make the save, cover the puck. I think Evans, Filiaggi, and Carter, perhaps your three forwards for the Pens. I think Merlot might be back on D now. Filiaggi battling for it on the wall, but out comes Victory Honda. Evans is pressure able to pop it up in the air and out of the zone. Pressure from Filiaggi forces what looked like it could have been a dangerous turnover there, but Victory able to get control and come the other way. It'll be Evans getting it out over through center. He's got a 2-on-1 with Filiaggi again. Pressured from behind and taken from Evans. And Victory will look to break out. Cut play read beautifully by Paris. Able to keep it in the right wing corner. Battled for in the corner. Played up by Victory, and it looks like they'll have a breakout coming here. Penguins, a couple of Penguins changing behind. Jack Reel on the ice. His stick. Pressure forces Victory in offsides. And with 5:55 to play in the third period, the Pens 2, Victory Honda 1. It's Reel, Paris, Ritson, Villela, and Ofteride. Centering pass for Reel, just behind him. Gathered in by Villela. He finds Paris. Paris up the left side. He's into the Victory zone on sides. He looks for Ritson. Centering pass bounces around and sent just wide by Ritson. Ritson gets to the rebound, though. He finds the guy at the top of the zone, and that's Ofteride looking for the stick of Reel. Goes just past him into the corner, turning out with it, though. Ritson He tries to get one on net. It's blocked out front, but cut off again by Real. Great pressure from the Pens here. Real in the high slot, turning with it. Pens complete part of a line change. Real cycles with the puck out top. Turning. He's in behind the net now. And we've got a player in the crease. Real possessing the puck nicely in the victory zone. I believe Brody Carter got into the victory crease, earning the whistle at a neutral zone draw. Evans, Filiaggi, Carter, Julius, and Starr. The 5 for the Pens Elite. 4:57 to play in the period. End the game. Played to the right wing side for Filiaggi. Battle on the wall. Filiaggi battling. It'll pop free to Evans. He looks for Carter. Just past him and right to a victory defenseman who will start the breakout. Played into the Penguin zone. Too far. It'll be an icing. Offensive zone. Icing on victory. Offensive zone face-off for the Pens. 4:33 to play. 2-1 Pens lead. Evans wins the draw. It's to Carter, who's able to get one on net. Put into the corner nicely by the victory goaltender. Starr run over at the blue line. Now Julius. A 2-on-0 for victory. The pass. Unable to connect, and the Pens get away with one there. Sent in by the Pens. They say no. One guy says no icing. The other one raises his hand and calls it. From just outside the red line there, dumped in by, I believe, Starr. And that'll come back. It'll be a defensive zone draw for the Pens Elite. Pens Elite with a play where Starr got run over at the blue line. Julius lost his glove, and victory ended up with a 2-on-0. The pass did not connect, and the Pens dodged a bullet. This puck won by the Pens, and Brady Parrish showing off the wheels, chasing the puck down. Pressure from Parrish, and Ritson forces the turnover. Ritson comes out with it. He looks for Real. Unable to connect on the centering pass. The victory defenseman took out his own netminder on top of it. Crossing at the blue line. They're going to say no offsides, despite it being clearly offsides. Off-the-ride with a physical play behind the net. And the puck pops to the corner. Victory there, but it'll be intercepted by Real. He's got a speed. Coming through center ice around one. He'll have a breakaway. He's in. Finds Paris backdoor. That pass connects, but the pad in the way for Victory Honda. They're able to ice it. And we'll have an offensive zone draw. 3:14 to play. Real able to get around one and find Paris backdoor. The pad of the Victory netminder gets in the way and keeps it a 1-goal game. Chances at both ends here. Could be an exciting 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Evans loses the face-off. Battles for it, though, and able to force the turnover to Julius at the point. Julius sends it into the corner for Evans. Evans works it back for Julius at the point. He steps in off the wall. Looks to center. He's got a man there. Brody Carter on the wrong side of the defender. Filiaggi to it, throwing it wide. No, that's Evans throwing it wide. Julius tries to cut that off, but it'll be Villela in his own end. He tries to play it up. It's picked off by Victory. In the skate of the Victory player, and he's able to work it the whole way into the Penguin zone. That play cut off by Evans, who chips it nicely to Brody Carter, who's up the left wing side. They got a 3-on-2. It pops free to finally Evans, who finds Filiaggi back there. What a play. The breakout in this end, the defensive zone started by Evans with a chip to Brody Carter, forcing a 3-on-2. Brody Carter able to get around one and toss it to the middle. It goes past both Penguins, ultimately finding Evans, who just chips it right back to Filiaggi. who's able to tickle the twine with a twisted wrister and put the Penguins up 3-1 with 2:25 to play. That'll be Filiaggi from Evans and Carter for the Penguins' third tally of the game. A little dipsy-do and a dunkaroo for the Pens Elite, and they lead 3-1. Icing by Victory, 2:15 to play in the period. A shout out to the production crew here. Chris Merlot on the camera bringing you the feed today. And the man behind it all, Nick Paris, running the production, bringing you your replays, bringing you the scoreboard updates, working hard every single game to bring it to you on the road. Shout out to the 2011 Pens Elite Team Nooch with a 9-2 win earlier today in Erie, and they'll be back at it again in a little bit. Victory looks to break it out. It's cut off by Ofterhide. He sends it in behind an empty net for the Pens. Ritz into the puck. He centers one, no one home. Back comes Victory. They're 6-on-5 as they pulled the netminder. They carry it into the left wing corner of the Pens end where Villela battles. Stick by Paris there. Carried on by Victory, but it'll be Ritson at center. He finds Real. It's off his stick. And Victory will counter. Twisting out at the blue line is Ofteride. He finds Villela. Villela chips it for Ritson. Turned back by Victory. A battle at center ice. Real there. Victory comes away with it, able to outnumber the Penguins. Dumped in by Victory behind the net. It's Ofteride. He'll get to it. Chips it up off the wall for Paris. Paris looking to break out. He's looking for Real up ice. But it's turned back by the 6 Victory Honda players. 43 seconds to play. Paris gets control, is able to chip it free, and it'll be Jack Real skating into it on a breakaway. He's tripped. He will get the goal. He should get a goal. That should be a goal. A breakaway empty net is a goal if you're tripped. The referee's having a discussion, and it will be a goal. We'll credit it to Jack Real. The breakaway empty net gets hauled down from behind, and the Pens will take a 4-1 lead. .3.4 to play. The goal will be credited to Real, and I believe it will be unassisted. No, they will give the assist to 24 Paris, it looks like, who would have gotten the assist if the goal would have counted and by going in the net. But they will also give it to him on the delayed penalty call, or not even delayed, on the actual penalty call. Shot from outside, fought off by Hanner. After the puck is Julius. He plays it for Filiaggi. He gets it to Evans. He's through, everybody. He's in all alone. He finds Carter back door, and he pushes it just wide. An unselfish dish there by Evans. What turned into a 2-on-0. And the Pens will walk away with a 4-1 win over the 09 Victory Honda in your opening game from the UPMC Lummi Sports Complex here in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. We have goals, 2 from Filiaggi, 1 from Real, 1 from Evans. Starr with an assist, Real with an assist, Harris with an assist, Carter with an assist, and Evans with a pair of assists. And that's how we got to 4-1 Pittsburgh. We'll see you back this